Your success depends on these habits. Listen up, champions. Every single one of you has a dream, a goal that you want to achieve. But let me tell you something straight. Success doesn't just happen because you want it. It happens because of the habits you build today. You control your destiny, you decide how far you go. I didn't get to where I am by wishing. I got here by working harder than anyone else, by focusing on the things that matter most, by doing the little things over and over, and not letting anything stop me. This is about discipline. This is about consistency. And most importantly, this is about your mindset. It's not about having talent. It's about showing up every single day, putting in the effort when others are resting. Your success depends on these habits. Consistency, show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. It's not about motivation, it's about dedication. Success is built on the foundation of consistency. Keep pushing, even when it's tough. Discipline, talent alone won't take you far. It's discipline that will make you great. Whether it's your fitness, your work, your attitude, you need to be disciplined in everything you do. Focus on your goals. Every single minute of the day, you must ask yourself, am I doing everything to reach my goals? If the answer is no, then get back on track. Cut out distractions and give 100%. Resilience, you will face challenges. People will doubt you. You'll face setbacks, but your resilience will determine how far you go. It's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. Belief in yourself is non-negotiable. If you don't believe you can achieve greatness, you're already defeated. You have to know that no dream is too big, no goal too impossible. Sacrifice. Success is not comfortable. It's about what you're willing to give up to get to where you want to be. You'll need to sacrifice time, comfort, and sometimes even relationships, but the reward is worth it. Passion, love what you do. If you don't have passion for what you're working toward, it will feel like a chore. Passion is the fuel that keeps you going when you want to quit. Find it, nurture it, and never let it fade. Remember this, there are no shortcuts. There's no secret formula. The key to success is in your hands. Your habits define your future. So are you ready to put in the work? Are you ready to make those habits your own? Because your success depends on what you do every single day. Let's go make it happen. Consistency is key. Success doesn't come overnight. You cannot expect to achieve greatness if you aren't consistently putting in the effort every single day. It's easy to get motivated when things are going well, but what about when it's hard? What about the days when you're tired, when things aren't going your way, when the challenges seem too big? These are the days that will define you. These are the days that will separate the successful from the ones who give up. You need to show up, even when you're not feeling it, even when the odds are against you. Success is the result of a long, consistent process of effort, day after day, week after week, year after year. If you want to be better tomorrow than you are today, you have to take action consistently. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about showing up and putting in the work. Consistency means you don't get distracted by quick fixes or shortcuts. You're in this for the long haul. Short-term rewards are tempting, but they won't take you to the level you're aiming for. Real success comes from sustained effort. Think about the best athletes, entrepreneurs, and performers in the world. They didn't get there because of one amazing week. They got there because they put in work every single day, no matter how they felt. That's consistency. Your journey isn't just about the good days, it's about the bad days too. It's about maintaining your work ethic when things are tough, when you're not seeing the immediate results. That's where the real magic happens. It's easy to be motivated when you win, or when everything is going your way. But how do you respond when you lose? How do you keep moving forward when success seems far off? The ones who make it are the ones who keep going, who keep improving, even when it feels like nothing is happening. It's about building a habit of excellence. Every time you do something, you are shaping your future, creating momentum. Do it again and again and again. When you're consistent, you build discipline. When you're consistent, you start to see growth. When you're consistent, you earn the trust of others and yourself. If you stop for just a moment, if you let yourself slip, it can become a habit. One missed day turns into two into three, and before you know it, you're no longer the person you wanted to be. What separates the great from the good is the ability to do the hard work, even when you don't feel like it. You don't wait for motivation to strike, you create it with your actions. Discipline and consistency go hand in hand. You commit to the process no matter how boring, no matter how small the steps may seem. The best part about consistency is that it's within your control. You can choose to be consistent. You can choose to work harder, to keep going, to keep putting in effort, even when it's not glamorous. That's your power. That's your weapon. When you show up, even when you don't feel like it, you're proving to yourself that you're serious about your goals. Success isn't built in a day. It's built in thousands of small decisions, each one adding up, compounding on the next. It's the constant commitment to your goals that makes success inevitable. Don't just show up for the easy days. Show up when it's tough. Show up when you're exhausted. Show up when you're not sure if it's worth it. Because that's where your real growth happens. The secret to success isn't talent. It's consistency. It's not about how many hours you work in a single day. It's about making every hour count. Whether you're training, studying, or working on your craft, each effort should add value. That's the power of consistency. It doesn't matter how much you do today. It matters how much you continue to do every day without fail. Don't let yourself take shortcuts. Don't let yourself slack off. The people who reached the top didn't get there because they were lucky they got there because they never stopped. Success is the result of dedication, and dedication requires consistency. It's about pushing through when others quit. It's about being relentless in your pursuit of greatness no matter what. When you adopt a consistent mindset, every challenge becomes an opportunity to grow. Every setback is just another chance to show that you will never back down. Every struggle is another chance to prove that you will keep pushing. The road to success isn't a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, and bumps along the way. But it's your consistency that will carry you through. Consistency also means doing the right things over and over again. It's not about working hard for the sake of working hard. It's about making sure that the work you're putting in is focused on the right goals. You must stay focused on the bigger picture, knowing that each step, no matter how small, is taking you closer to your dream. Eventually, the results will show. They may not show immediately, but they will show. Keep your eyes on the goal and trust that your consistency will eventually lead to success. The longer you commit, the closer you get to where you want to be. The only thing standing between you and your success is your ability to keep going when things get tough. If you can do that, you will get there. Discipline over talent. Talent is great, but discipline is the true secret to greatness. Talent will get you noticed, but discipline will make sure you stay at the top. It's not about how talented you are at the start. It's about how disciplined you are in your effort to become the best. Everyone has talent, but not everyone has the discipline to make that talent work for them. You can be born with a gift, but if you don't work for it, if you don't apply yourself, you will never reach your full potential. You might have a natural ability, but that alone won't take you where you want to go. Look around you. How many people are born with talent? But it's the ones who put in the hours, who are willing to sacrifice, who rise above the rest. Talent may give you a head start, but it's discipline that carries you across the finish line. The difference between someone who's good and someone who's great is discipline. Greatness isn't something that happens on its own. It's earned through consistent, focused effort over time. When you're disciplined, you know what needs to be done, and you do it, no excuses. You don't wait for inspiration. You create it with your habits. You don't wait for the right conditions to act. You make them happen with your dedication. When you're disciplined, you understand that success isn't easy. You know that it's going to take sacrifices, hard work, and relentless focus. But that's what sets you apart. It's not about luck. It's about showing up when others are distracted, putting in the work when everyone else is resting. Talent alone isn't enough. If you don't have the discipline to work day in and day out, you will eventually be outpaced by someone with less talent but more grit. Discipline is about doing the things that others won't do. It's about taking the extra steps when no one is watching. It's about setting high standards for yourself and never compromising. Discipline keeps you on track even when you want to give up. It pushes you to stay focused even when distractions arise. You need to learn how to make the right decisions every single day, even when the choices aren't easy. Discipline is the ability to push through the tough days, the days when you don't want to get out of bed, the days when you feel like quitting. These are the days that matter the most. When you push through these moments, you develop mental strength. You build resilience. You prove to yourself that nothing is impossible, that you can overcome any obstacle. When you rely solely on talent, you're building on a shaky foundation. Talent fades without consistent effort. Discipline is what keeps you grounded. It keeps you striving for more, pushing yourself to be better than you were yesterday. When you have discipline, you're always working, always improving, always finding ways to get better. You don't wait for the perfect moment. You make every moment count. Talent is a gift, but discipline is a choice. Every day you get to choose whether or not you're going to commit to your goals. You get to choose whether you're going to put in the work. It's not easy, but it's worth it. The more disciplined you are, the more you realize that success doesn't happen by accident. It's earned. It's earned with every rep, every practice session, every early morning and late night. Being disciplined means keeping the end goal in sight. You don't get distracted by the setbacks. You don't get caught up in comparing yourself to others. You know where you want to go, and you put in the work to get there one step at a time. Talent might help you get noticed, but it's discipline that ensures you never stop improving. When you develop discipline, you develop the mindset of a winner. You don't wait for things to come to you. You chase them. You earn them. It's this relentless, this unstoppable force that will carry you through to greatness. Don't just rely on your talent. Use it, but back it up with discipline. That's how you become unstoppable. The best don't make excuses. They get to work. They don't complain when things get hard. They embrace the grind, knowing that every second spent improving is a second closer to their goal. This is the mindset that makes champions. Champions unborn. They are made through hard work, sacrifice, and most importantly, discipline. It's about creating a lifestyle, a mindset, a habit of never accepting mediocrity, of always pushing for excellence. Discipline is the difference between dreaming about success and achieving it. When you have discipline, you no longer have to rely on motivation to get you started. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline is constant. It keeps you on track when things get tough, when the work is exhausting, when you feel like giving up. Discipline means you stay focused on the goal, even when you don't feel like working. It's about doing the work regardless of how you feel. Talent can be inconsistent, but discipline never takes a day off. It's your daily commitment to greatness that will get you to the top. So ask yourself, are you willing to put in the work every single day, no matter how difficult it gets? Are you willing to sacrifice comfort for your future? Are you willing to push beyond your limits? If the answer is yes, then you already know the power of discipline. The sooner you embrace it, the sooner you'll see the results of your efforts. Talent may be the starting point, but discipline will take you to places you never dreamed possible. Focus on goals. There's no limit to what you can achieve if you stay focused on your goals. The world is full of distractions. There are a million things pulling at your attention, trying to take you off course. But you have to learn to filter out the noise and keep your eyes fixed on what truly matters. Focus is about saying no to everything that doesn't serve your purpose. It's about narrowing your vision, blocking out distractions, and keeping your energy on what will move you forward. When you're focused, nothing can shake you. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day hustle, to get distracted by all the things happening around you. But the truly successful understand that their energy is finite. They can't afford to waste it. They don't chase every opportunity. They don't get sidetracked by fleeting distractions. Instead, they keep their eyes on the prize, focused on the end goal. Staying focused is a skill that requires practice. The more you train yourself to ignore distractions and stay on track, the stronger your ability to focus will become. It's easy to get distracted by social media, by the opinions of others, by all the things that seem urgent but aren't important. But the truth is you have to learn to filter out what doesn't matter and keep moving forward with purpose. When you're focused, you learn to prioritize. You understand that not everything requires your immediate attention. There are tasks that will bring you closer to your goal, and there are others that will waste your time. Successful people know how to say no. They understand the importance of putting their energy into the things that will make the biggest impact. You don't need to do everything. You need to do what matters most. This means eliminating distractions. Whereas people, habits, or environments that are taking you away from your focus, you need to learn to recognize what isn't helping you grow and remove it from your life. Focus requires discipline in itself. It's not enough to just set a goal. You need to dedicate yourself to achieving it with everything you've got. And that means learning how to say no to anything that won't help you reach your goal. You also need to break your big goal into smaller, manageable tasks. If you try to tackle everything at once, it can become overwhelming. But when you break it down into smaller chunks, the path forward becomes clear. Focus allows you to take consistent action on each small step without getting distracted by the enormity of the task. This is the secret to achieving big things. Focus on the next step, not the entire journey. It's easy to get discouraged when progress feels slow, but focus helps you stay the course. It reminds you that success is not an overnight thing. It's about taking small, deliberate steps every day. Stay focused on the process, not just the outcome. Enjoy the journey and keep moving forward with purpose. Focus isn't just about external distractions, it's about mental clarity as well. You need to master your own thoughts. Negative thoughts, doubts, and fears will always try to creep in. But when you're focused on your goals, you learn to push those thoughts aside and stay on track. You trust in your ability, in the process, and in your vision for the future. One of the hardest challenges is staying focused when things get difficult. The road to success is rarely smooth. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and times when you feel like quitting. But if you stay focused on your goal, you will push through those tough moments. You'll develop the resilience to overcome whatever stands in your way, knowing that your goal is worth every sacrifice. The power of focus is that it keeps you moving forward, no matter how slow the progress might seem. Small steps taken consistently will eventually lead to massive results. The more you focus on your goal, the more you develop the skills, habits, and mindset necessary to achieve it. Focus is the fuel that propels you forward. It's the laser-sharp clarity that helps you stay on course even when distractions arise. Every successful person has faced challenges, but what sets them apart is their ability to stay focused on their vision, to refuse to let setbacks derail them. They keep going one step at a time because they know that their destination is worth it. Focus makes success inevitable because it allows you to consistently work toward your dreams undeterred by obstacles. Focus isn't a one-time effort. It's a lifelong commitment. You have to consistently check yourself, realign yourself, and remind yourself why you started in the first place. The clearer your vision, the easier it becomes to stay focused. And when you're focused, you become unstoppable. So ask yourself today, what's your goal? And how are you going to make sure that every day you put in the effort to get closer to it? Focus is the answer. In life, things won't always go your way. You will face disappointments, you will experience setbacks, and you will be tested. But these challenges are not the end of the road, they are simply part of the journey. The question is, how will you respond when things go wrong? The answer will determine your success. The most successful people are not the ones who have faced the least adversity, but the ones who have learned to turn every challenge into an opportunity. It's not about avoiding failure, it's about facing it head-on and refusing to let it stop you. When you fall, get up. When you fail, learn. When you stumble, keep moving. Resilience is the ability to keep going, no matter how many times you're knocked down. The key to resilience is mindset. If you view every challenge as a defeat, you will struggle to move forward. But if you view every challenge as an opportunity for growth, you will find strength in adversity. Resilient people understand that setbacks are temporary. They see failures as stepping stones, not roadblocks. The more you face adversity, the stronger you become. Resilience is about developing the mental toughness to keep going when you're tired, when you feel like giving up, when the road ahead looks impossible. It's about having the strength to push through, to keep moving forward with unwavering determination. But resilience isn't just about getting back up. It's about getting back up stronger. It's about using every setback as fuel to push even harder. The most successful people don't just bounce back from failure, they grow from it. They use it as an opportunity to refine their skills, to reevaluate their approach, and to come back with even more drive and passion. So when life knocks you down, don't get discouraged. Get excited. See it as the opportunity to prove just how far you can go. Every setback is a chance to redefine yourself, to push past your limits, and to show the world what you're truly made of. The more resilient you become, the more unshakable your path to success will be. This is where your true strength lies. When you can endure, when you can persevere in the face of hardship, you unlock your full potential. Resilience is not just a reaction to failure. It's a mindset that drives you to take action, to continue forward, to keep striving no matter what. The road to success is filled with bumps, but it's your resilience that will carry you through. Resilience is also about the long-term view. It's easy to get frustrated in the short term when things aren't going the way you want. But true success is built on a foundation of persistence. The best don't let temporary setbacks distract them from their long-term vision. When you develop resilience, you keep your eyes on the end goal, knowing that every failure is just a small part of the journey. Even when it feels like nothing is working, you stay focused and trust that your efforts will pay off eventually. Every time you face a setback and choose to keep going, you become stronger. You build the mental and emotional muscles that allow you to keep moving forward no matter what life throws your way. The more you practice resilience, the more natural it becomes to persevere tough times. Eventually, you reach a point where setbacks don't affect you as deeply as they once did. You learn to embrace them, knowing that they are just part of the process. When you build resilience, you start to see failure in a different light. Instead of fearing it, you embrace it as a valuable part of the journey. Each failure teaches you something new, something that will make you better the next time. You don't see failure as an obstacle, but as an opportunity to grow, learn, and refine your approach. This mindset shift is essential for success. If you are constantly afraid of failure, you will never take the necessary risks that lead to growth. But when you embrace resilience, you become fearless in the pursuit of your goals. You take risks, you fail, and you get back up again stronger, wiser, and determined than before. As you face more challenges and rise above them, your resilience will inspire others as well. People will begin to notice your ability to endure, to stay strong in the face of adversity. They will see your determination, your refusal to quit, and they will be inspired to follow your example. Resilience not only builds your strength, but also creates a ripple effect that motivates everyone around you. Remember that the best stories of success are often the ones that are filled with struggle, failure, and resilience. The world's greatest achievers didn't have smooth journeys. They faced obstacles, setbacks, and failures just like you. But they didn't give up. They didn't let failure define them. They kept pushing forward, kept improving, and that's what made them great. The path to success is never linear. There will be moments of doubt, frustration, and even despair. But resilience is the key that unlocks the door to your potential. When you learn to bounce back from setbacks, you'll begin to see that every challenge you face is just another step toward your success. Embrace resilience. It will not only help you achieve your goals, but it will also define the person you become along the way. Sacrifice for your dreams. Success doesn't come without sacrifice. If you want to achieve greatness, you must be willing to give up something in the present for something greater in the future. Every successful person has had to make sacrifices, whether it's time, comfort, or temporary pleasure. They understand that the price of success is high, but the rewards are worth it. The question is, are you willing to pay that price? Sacrifice is not about giving up what's important to you. It's about understanding what's truly worth the sacrifice. It's about choosing your long-term goals over short-term gratification. When you are driven by a high purpose, it becomes easier to let go of things that won't take you closer to your dream. Every time you choose to work hard instead of taking a break, to say no to distractions instead of saying yes, you are making a sacrifice that will ultimately bring you closer to success. The sacrifice is often the most difficult part of the journey. It's not easy to give up time with family or friends, or to turn down opportunities that seem tempting. But remember, every sacrifice you make today is a step forward toward your dream. If you want to achieve something extraordinary, you can't afford to settle for ordinary. You must give up the comforts of today for the success of tomorrow. Success requires delayed gratification. It requires you to stay focused on the bigger picture and to put in the hard work even when you don't see immediate results. Most people want the reward now, but the truly successful know that they must earn it. They understand that the sacrifices they make today will pay off in the future. Whether it's sacrificing time, energy, or comfort, it's all part of the price for success. Sacrifice means being disciplined in your actions. It means staying on track even when it's tempting to take shortcuts. It means saying no to things that might feel good in the moment but won't contribute to your long-term goals. Sacrificing comfort in the short term can be difficult, but it builds character, strength, and a sense of purpose. It teaches you to focus on the things that truly matter. The best things in life don't come easily, and the path to success is no different. You will have to work harder than others. You will have to make sacrifices that others are not willing to make. But the beauty of sacrifice is that it strengthens you. It helps you grow in ways you never thought possible. It's not about what you give up, but about what you gain. Success doesn't happen by chance. It happens because you made sacrifices along the way. It happens because you decided that your dreams were worth more than temporary pleasure. It happens because you were willing to give up what was easy and comfortable for something greater. Sacrifice is the price you pay for greatness. Are you willing to make that payment? Because the rewards are beyond anything you can imagine. When you make sacrifices, you also make a statement. You show the world that you are serious about your goals, that you are not willing to let anything stand in your way. Sacrifice shows dedication, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to your dreams. It tells the world that you're not just dreaming, but that you're actively working to make those dreams a reality. As you continue on your journey, always remember that the sacrifices you make today will be worth it in the end. The hard work, the missed moments, the moments of discomfort, they will all pay off when you reach your goal. And when you achieve your dreams, you will look back at those sacrifices with pride, knowing that they were what made your success possible. The price of success is high, but the rewards are far greater than any sacrifice you make. Stay focused, stay committed, and keep pushing forward. The sacrifice will be worth it. The dream will be worth it. Consistency builds champions. Consistency is what separates the great from the good. Anyone can have a good day, a good week, or even a good month, but it's the ones who show up day after day, no matter the circumstances, who build lasting success. Champions are made in a moment. They're made in the countless hours of effort that no one sees. They're made in the consistency of their actions, the discipline of their routines, and the commitment to their craft. Consistency is about showing up even when you don't feel like it, even when things are hard, even when the results aren't immediate. It's about putting in the work day after day, whether you're feeling motivated or not. Motivation is fleeting, but consistency is what drives long-term success. It's easy to start strong, to give your best effort in the beginning, but true champions understand that success doesn't come from bursts of effort, it comes from maintaining that effort over time. To be consistent, you need to develop strong habits. Consistency isn't about willpower alone, it's about creating a routine that you follow regardless of how you feel. Habits are the foundation of consistency. The more consistent you are with your actions, the more those actions become ingrained in your daily life and the easier they are to maintain. When you have habits that align with your goals, consistency becomes second nature. Successful people understand that greatness doesn't happen overnight. It's built through daily effort, repeated over time. They don't look for shortcuts. They understand that the path to success is a marathon, not a sprint. It's the consistent small actions that add up over time to create extraordinary results. It's the hundreds of shots taken, the hours spent training, the discipline to keep pushing when no one else is watching. Consistency builds trust not just with others, but with yourself. When you consistently show up and do the work, you build self-confidence because you prove to yourself that you can be counted on. Every time you follow through on your commitments, you reinforce the belief that you can achieve what you set out to do. Trust in your ability to perform grows as you continue to show up no matter what. In the face of challenges, consistency is what keeps you grounded. Life will throw obstacles at you. There will be days when you feel exhausted, when progress seems slow, and when you question whether it's worth it. But consistency reminds you that this is just part of the process. It's about taking one step after another, even when the path seems uncertain. As long as you keep moving forward, you are progressing. When you are consistent, you create momentum. Small, repeated actions lead to bigger outcomes. It's the snowball effect. What starts as a small effort grows over time, gathering strength and energy. The more consistent you are, the more progress you make, and the more you move closer to your goals. This momentum becomes the driving force behind your success. Consistency isn't always glamorous. There's nothing flashy about doing the same things over and over. It can feel monotonous at times, but this is where true growth happens. The everyday grind hours spent honing your craft, refining your skills, and improving your weaknesses is where champions are made. There are no shortcuts to success. It's the small, consistent actions that create the foundation for greatness. When you adopt consistency, you also develop resilience. You learn to weather the tough times, the setbacks, and the days when you feel like giving up. You push through, not because you're motivated, but because you know that consistency will eventually pay off. You trust the process and you keep going even when it's hard. Over time, that resilience becomes a core part of your character. Consistency leads to mastery. The more you practice, the more skilled you become. And the more skilled you become, the easier it is to excel in your field. Mastery is not an accident. It's the result of consistent effort, attention to detail, and an unwavering commitment to improvement. Every successful person has mastered their craft by putting in the hours, making mistakes, learning from them, and showing up day after day. It's not about doing something perfectly every time. It's about showing up, putting in the work, and getting better over time. Success is the result of consistently improving yourself, consistently pushing the boundaries of what you can achieve, and never resting on your laurel. Even when you reach a certain level of success, consistency keeps you hungry for more. It drives you to keep evolving, to keep learning, and to keep striving for excellence. Consistency also helps you build a reputation. People notice those who consistently deliver. When you consistently show up and perform, you earn respect, trust, and admiration. You become known for your work ethic, your discipline, and your ability to get things done. This reputation becomes an asset in itself. It opens doors, creates opportunities, and solidifies your place among the best. Remember that consistency doesn't mean perfection. It doesn't mean that every day will be your best day or that you won't face setbacks. But it does mean that you are committed to the process and that you will keep going no matter what. It means you will keep improving, keep learning, and keep taking action, even when the road gets tough. That is what separates the great from the average. So make consistency your mantra. Let it be the foundation of your success. It's not about how hard you can push yourself in one day. It's about how you show up every single day. Success isn't about doing something once. It's about doing it again and again with purpose, passion, and determination. Keep showing up and keep moving forward. That's the key to building a legacy. Unstoppable mindset. An unstoppable mindset is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up along the way. It's the ability to keep going, to keep pushing, no matter how difficult the road ahead may seem. When you have an unstoppable mindset, failure doesn't scare you. You don't see setbacks as obstacles. You see them as opportunities to grow. You understand that the only true failure is giving up. When you cultivate an unstoppable mindset, you don't let fear dictate your actions. Fear will always try to hold you back, but when you're unstoppable, you don't allow fear to stop you from taking the necessary risks. You step outside your comfort zone, knowing that growth happens when you challenge yourself. You embrace the unknown because you know that's where your greatest opportunities lie. This mindset is built on a foundation of belief. You believe in your abilities, in your potential, and in the process that leads to success. Even when others doubt you, you don't allow their opinions to shake your confidence. You trust in your own vision and know that you are capable of achieving it. Your belief in yourself becomes an unshakable force, propelling you forward no matter how tough things get. An unstoppable mindset doesn't let you settle for mediocrity. It drives you to constantly improve, to push beyond your limits, to raise the bar higher and higher. When you have this mindset, you're never satisfied with just good enough. You're always striving for more, always looking for ways to improve, always looking for ways to be better than you were yesterday. When you encounter setbacks, an unstoppable mindset sees them as part of the process. Failure doesn't discourage you, it motivates you. Every time you fall, you get back up stronger. Every time you face a challenge, you rise to meet it. You learn from your mistakes, make adjustments, and keep moving forward. There's no such thing as a permanent failure when you have an unstoppable mindset. Every setback is just a lesson in disguise. Your mindset is your greatest asset. It's the foundation upon which everything else is built. It determines how you handle challenges, how you approach your goals, and how you overcome obstacles. When you develop an unstoppable mindset, you stop worrying about what others think, you stop comparing yourself to others, and you stop doubting your own abilities. You become focused solely on your journey, and nothing can stand in your way. An unstoppable mindset is also about staying positive, even in the face of adversity. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't go as planned, but a positive mindset allows you to keep your head up, to keep pushing forward with optimism. You understand that things don't always go your way, but you keep going because you know that success is on the other side of perseverance. The world will try to test you. Life will throw challenges your way, and people will doubt your abilities. But with an unstoppable mindset, you don't let anything break your spirit. You keep fighting, keep working, keep improving. You keep pushing forward no matter how difficult the journey becomes. When you develop this mindset, you become unstoppable. Nothing can stand in your way. The road to success is not an easy one, but it is one that is paved with habits, disciplines, and mindsets that can shape you into the person you need to be to achieve greatness. Your success depends on your commitment to continuous improvement, your ability to push through challenges, and your willingness to sacrifice for something greater. The habits of discipline, resilience, consistency, and an unstoppable mindset are not just things you do, they become who you are. It's about showing up every day even when you don't feel like it. It's about facing setbacks and using them as fuel to get better, not as reasons to quit. It's about building resilience, knowing that every failure is a lesson, every obstacle an opportunity to grow. It's about understanding that success is not a destination, but a journey made up of small, consistent actions that compound over time. And most importantly, it's about having the mental toughness to keep going no matter the circumstances, because the ones who never quit are the ones who succeed. Your dreams are not far out of reach, but they require dedication, hard work, and a mindset that refuses to accept defeat. Success isn't guaranteed for anyone, but it is inevitable for those who embody these principles every single day. Stay focused, keep working, stay relentless. The future belongs to those who are willing to make the sacrifices, put in the effort, and keep going when everyone else has given up. Now, take these habits with you. Make them your own. Build your future one action at a time, one habit at a time until you are unstoppable. The journey will be long and there will be challenges, but remember this, success is not for the lucky or the talented. It's for those who are willing to pay the price with relentless consistency and a mindset that never stops believing. You have the power to make it happen. Keep pushing, keep believing, and never stop.